Wakanda forever. No, that's dumb.
It's the J. Craig Movie Review. Movie Review. A movie with you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the J. Craig Movie Review. I'm Jay, and I saw Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. This is the second movie, the sequel to Black Panther, directed by Ryan Coogler, who directed the first movie as well as all the Creed movies to date. Very talented filmmaker. This movie stars everybody from Latietta Wright, Lupita Nyong'o, Winston Duke, Martin Freeman. Oh gosh, I'm missing a whole bunch and I'm going to murder the rest of the names, so let's just leave it at that. It's the Black Panther family. So this is the sequel to Black Panther minus Chadwick Boseman. They use his death as a grounding point of the story, and I'm not giving anything away. Obviously, he's dead. They're not trying to recreate him and have a CGI Black Panther there. He's no longer there. So he's sorely missed in this movie in a way, obviously by everybody. And I don't mean in the story sense, because it's a movie about grief. It's a movie about closure. It's the last movie in the Phase 4 here for Marvel. So it's actually closing up another section of stories here, and it represents closure. It's a very somber movie. It's not a very very happy movie at all. There are some jokes scattered throughout. I found myself laughing from time to time, but for the most part, it was very serious and very somber in tone, which you kind of expect, because how do you deal with this? You deal with Chadwick Boseman's T'Challa's death. You deal with it as it is, as somebody who died, and they've got to get over it, and they all have got. So my major concern going in this movie was, without Chadwick, how do you? You don't have an anchor. How do you make this happen? Nothing against Latietta Wright. She's a fantastic actress, and she does a great job as Shuri, but she's not an anchor, right? And I thought maybe that was going to be a big problem for him. I was glad to find out that this is an ensemble. This is no longer a movie about a singular person. It's about the entire family and everyone involved. And I really liked it for that, because everyone pulls their weight to take up the weight left behind by the massive void of Chadwick Boseman. So they do a good job doing that, and it wasn't just all on her. It is her story. It's Namor's story, who is the villain. I do not know who he is. I've never seen him before. He was fantastic as Namor. I really liked him as the villain. He has purpose. He has cause. And, you can understand what he's doing. And those are the best villains. They think they're doing right. And I love that. So again, this follows the Black Panthers, the family, as they lose him and have to deal with things a year later. And then you have this other, I don't know, mutant or whatever he is, who comes into play. And now you have two really powerful, I don't want to say species, powerful factions that are going to collide. And, it's almost like in DC, where you had, the Atlanteans and the Amazonians, who are going to collide, right? There's always supposed to be a big battle, but we never got it. Here we're going to get that a little bit. Outside of what they were doing with the story of closure, I think they did a really good job of making it feel like Chadwick Boseman's presence was there. I really did. He really felt like he was there, because he was the lightning rod for everything else happening, and him not being there obviously hurts the movie in a way, but you could still feel his presence, because this movie's about him, and it really is, and I think it works in a lot of ways. I didn't love it. I thought it was really good. I thought it was entertaining. I felt it kind of underwhelming, especially in the action sequences. Very underwhelming in my taste. It's not as funny as Late, which I'm very happy with. This is my favorite movie, maybe next to the last Spider-Man movie. I have not been a big fan of Phase 4 Marvel. It's been they're setting up the next movie. They're just going along for the ride. Doctor Strange is just going into this, and it's a bunch of nothing, really. And I don't like these movies, and I've been very turned off by what I've been seeing from Marvel. This movie has purpose. It's a singular movie. Obviously it happens because of everything else happened before it, but it's a singular movie. It's a singular story. It doesn't matter about what else is going on out there, and they're not setting up the next movie, right? They are setting up things. It's Marvel, obviously, but they're not setting up, it's not just a commercial for the next one. That's what I've been kind of irritated by. So it does a good job of staying true to what it's trying to be. It really focuses on Chadwick, on T'Challa. There's a good cameo or two. I really, really loved his mom, Angela Bassett. I thought she did a phenomenal job as a grieving mom. And, of course, Latietta Wright did a great job as a sister who is just grieving throughout the entire thing. It's good in a lot of ways. I will say this, though. I'm a sucker for an emotional little moment. And Marvel has gotten me to tear up many a time, whether it's just, there's certain things that just get me. You're like, oh, that was beautiful, man. But this movie, I didn't. It's all there for you. It's like a cry fest if you want it to be. It's a very somber movie. It's a very, get your tissues ready, man. We're going to miss T'Challa in this movie. I didn't have those moments. Like maybe just a little bit of a tear, like almost for it's gone. It's gone. But I enjoyed it for what it was. It's a good movie in many ways. It misses something in there, and that's Chadwick. It misses that one person, but I think they all do a good job of picking up the slack. I like Namor. The special effects looked really good. I also will say I don't approve of a sequence in the end where they go out and meet the bad guys on their turf. It just didn't make any sense. Like, why would you do that? Well, we need conflict. Let's have them go out there. So at any rate, you're going to go see it. You don't want me to tell you, right? So go see it. Have fun. Enjoy. Wakanda forever. Bye now. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe.
It's the J. Craig Movie Review.